Hello and welcome, Cancer, to your Zodiac messages. We're looking into what do people love about you versus what they dislike, as well as look into your partner or love interest, what they love about you and what they dislike. So let's go ahead and begin. Remember to receive only what resonates, release anything that does not. Remember, what people often don't like about you is their own unhealed shadow or insecurities. So let's go ahead and begin. So for Cancer, what do people love about Cancer signs? The World card, your perspective, okay? Your ability to see opportunity in adversity, your ability to see the larger picture, okay? To see the silver lining. The fact that you complete what you start is something that is admirable, especially this day and age where people are so distracted. The fact that you have the World card there, you know, speaks about that you complete what you set out to complete. There's also this message of how the world sees you, and that's something else that, you know, people like here. I'm also getting the energy of an old soul, okay? Old soul energy coming through, your wisdom, your ability to know yourself, your ability to heal yourself as well, something else I'm seeing. Your determination. Okay, let's see, what else do people love about Cancer signs? We have the Ace of Wands. When you are inspired, you go for it. You go for it. When you feel it, you go for it. That's what I'm getting here with this Ace of Wands energy. You know, you pursue what your passion is. There's also this sense of, with the Ace of Wands, you know, you have this inspiring personality that inspires others as well, you know, to do better, to grow, to evolve, to complete projects, you know. You're kind of the example here, Cancer, is what I'm seeing here. And with this beautiful Ace of Wands, you're very attractive and you attract in a lot of opportunities. I also feel like you wait for the right opportunities is something else that I'm sensing. You wait until something truly lights you up before you go after it, okay? Because you understand how manifesting works and the alignment and kind of the spontaneous nature of it, okay? What else do people love about Cancer? We have the Tower. Okay, so you're not afraid to rebuild here. You're not afraid to release old paradigms. You're not afraid, you know, to grow. For some of you too, like, you are excellent at refurbishing things, or you're excellent at going into a situation or a challenge and making it better. Some of you, you know, you might be architects, you might redecorate spaces, but you transform spaces. You transform people, okay? And that's what people love about you. What else do people love about Cancer signs? What else do people love about Cancer signs? We have the King of Swords. You're decisive in your decision making here. You know, you have your intuition, you have this fullness and this understanding of who you are. And with that, with the King of Swords energy here, you know, you're organized, you make the plan and you go after it and you achieve it. And that's something that, especially it could be masculine energies, truly admire about you, Cancer signs. That's something that is coming through here. I'm also getting the sense of, like, you have this sense of purpose for the world, and your visions, your goals, your dreams affect more than just you. This encompasses almost like the whole, that, you know, we are all one, and whatever your visions, goals, or dreams that you're focusing on, you know, they also improve the world, or the world around you is something else I'm seeing with the King of Swords. Let's see, what else do we have here? What do people love about Cancer signs? We have the Ten of Swords with the Ace of Wands. Like, nothing stops you. Again, like, you integrate the wisdom of the painful experiences of the past, and you understand. There's this sense of almost like there's discernment, but there's not judgment, where you don't look at something and you're like, well, you know, I grew from that, I learned from that. You're not looking at it as being necessarily a bad thing. Like, you see the good out of experiences. You see you have a little bit of a neutral stance almost when it comes to situations, where, again, like, you have the bird's eye perspective, you know, you have this higher perspective here, but you also can see how things come together. and you can see beyond, beyond the horizon. You can see beyond and understand how the dots all connect here. And you just have interesting belief systems about endings, or interesting belief systems about transformation, okay? That's something else that's kind of coming through here. You have more old world belief systems when it comes to, when I say old world, I mean more so like pagan, connecting with the earth, connecting, more indigenous belief systems than like the newer belief systems or religious belief systems. That's something else that's coming through here. And you have this resiliency and this strength because of it, because you understand the way nature works. You understand cycles, okay? And you understand beginnings and endings. That's something else that's coming through here. What else do people love about Cancer signs? We have the Seven of Swords with the Tower. So you will point out to someone when you see something's off, okay? You'll point it out to them once, okay? But you won't sit there and you won't continue. You'll kind of let people learn their own lessons. You have this detachment and, again, this understanding. Maybe it's about soul contracts, or maybe it's, that you understand that you don't have control over others, right? And nor would you want to. But with the Seven of Swords and the Tower energy here, to me, it's like you can see things coming. You point them out. If people listen, then they can kind of make those shifts and changes. If they don't, that's on them, right? But what people see is like you most of the time you're accurate. Okay, and they're like, oh, I wish I would have listened about that. I wish I would have looked into that a little bit more. You can kind of see through, you have that owl energy, you can kind of see through the dark intuitively and share and kind of see things before they happen. Then it's up to people whether or not they, resonate with that, or they take that information forward, okay? So you also have this loyalty, but also this freedom and this respect to give others the space to live their lives and learn their lessons. And that's something that people like, okay? Let's see, what do people dislike about Cancer signs? 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 What do people dislike? Okay. Alright, this is kind of funny. So, with the Five of Cups energy, sometimes people feel like you cry over spilled milk. Alright, but I also feel like those that you reject, because again, maybe they're not evolving and growing, they're not learning their lessons, or, there's certain people that maybe are asking your guidance, your assistance, never listening, and then continue to come back to you, and it's just draining cycle. So you will kind of end that. You will revisit those relationships and decide, is this worth putting my time and energy and effort into? And if not, you're going to put that into that which is turning a profit, that which is bringing value to your life, energetically and emotionally. Sometimes people feel like you are a bit of a perfectionist and you kind of cry over spilled milk if something doesn't work out exactly the way that you would like it to. Sometimes you don't go with the flow. Sometimes you get quite frustrated or moody, I'm hearing. So that's something else that's coming through there. People don't like sometimes that, again, you focus more so on your projects, or you focus, like you're very focused on one thing at a time. And that's something that, maybe makes them feel insecure, kind of left out in the cold. That's another message. You kind of work in your own world. And then, people feel abandoned, but again, their own insecurities, right? Then we have Justice. So I feel like sometimes Justice is clarified by the Wise One with the Hierophant. Again, you're right. Oftentimes you are right, and you're on the healthy side of karma here. You are quite balanced and in your integrity. With that Justice card and the Wise One, again, I think that you're firm but fair. This is almost like Queen of Swords, King of Swords energy coming through, where you're firm but fair. You like things to be balanced and harmonious. You're very sensitive to if something is out of balance, and I think that's something else that frustrates people because they feel like they have to be perfect. around you sometimes, or they don't have the skill set that you have, and sometimes they feel like they disappoint you. That's a message that's coming through. Some people are just kind of irritated by your wisdom, or if they do go against you in any way, they receive karma for that. So that's something else that I'm sensing here. We also have the King of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. So for you Cancer signs, with the King of Pentacles and the Two of Cups, you know, people are jealous of your success, not only in your career, but also in your relationships. With the Two of Cups, I feel like your partner is very much wrapped up in you, or you will attract in somebody who is, and perhaps there's a lot of affection, there's a lot of PDA, there's a lot of displays of love, and other people, you know, that's something that people don't necessarily like, because they're jealous or they don't have that type of connection. Because again, Cancer, I feel like you are the example here in many areas of your life. You know, no pressure, just kidding. But you know, you are the example, and so people look up to that and kind of try to mirror or try to mimic your success or your certain way of doing things. You also seem to attract in like the best opportunities, or you know, the best, again, like the best relationship energies, or you know, you navigate challenges in your relationship in a way that's very successful and healthy, and other people, you know, can't quite figure that out or wrap their head around that, so they're, you know, pretty amazed by your connection and your skill sets all around. Okay, so let's look into love and relationships. What does the love interest for Cancer signs love about them? What does the love interest for Cancer signs love about them? They like that you make them work for it. They like that you kind of play hard to get. Okay. That's something else that's coming through here, because we have the Nine of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Two of Swords. You challenge them to evolve and grow and to do better, and there's kind of this sense of, you know, you have this sense of pride in yourself, and so you won't, you know, accept anything but the best here is what I'm seeing. They like that you want to keep things fresh as well. They like your cuddly side. They like your, that they can just spend time with you, you know, just in the quiet and feel peaceful here. Feel like all is well in the world. Very much attracted to you, okay? They're very attracted to you. They love all of your emotions and responses. Okay, this person might actually do certain things to get like reactions out of you, because they like, you know, the way that you respond or the way that you react to certain things. They like your playful kind of fantasy side. That's something else that's coming through here. They like taking care of you when you're not feeling well. When you say certain things before they leave, like before they go to work, or before they go anywhere, you know, you say certain things intuitively to them that you've either received in meditation, or like when you say, you know, be safe, like that's a blessing. That's a blessing to them. Or you say, oh, be careful, you know, they know to look out for that, because there's some truth to that, and that you are, your energy protection and your loving protection is something that they also appreciate. They appreciate your sense of direction as well. There's kind of a teasing energy as well, so they appreciate that. They like that you take your time. They like that you are very detail focused, that you're true to yourself. And again, there is that sense of like your emotions and your feelings, but you know, they're like different flavors, and they appreciate all of them. They appreciate your friendship, your poise, okay, your grace, your elegance. You kind of have a royal energy coming through, okay, your royalty. Okay, let's see. What does this person dislike about Cancer signs? Their love interest or partner? Sometimes it looks like they dislike for some of you, your modesty, okay? That's something that's coming through. They feel like they can never figure out what's going on in your mind, okay? That's something that they can't figure out, like, and I think that's something that also bothers them. They can't figure out, like, are you happy with them? Are you not happy with them? They're kind of always seeking some sort of external validation, some sort of validation from you. And that can be a little bit disempowering, all right? But that's obviously something they could work on. With the 9 of Wands energy here, I think they feel they put in more effort sometimes than you do for the connection, is something that I'm sensing there, but they don't understand it's just a different type of effort, you know, especially if it's masculine and feminine energies. They work in very different ways, so that might be something they don't necessarily understand. You also open them up with the Moon card and the 9 of Wands. You open them up to share things they've never shared before, and that's something they dislike. It kind of, you know, shocks them, especially their ego. That's something I'm getting there. You know, this person might have some toxic masculine beliefs still around, like being vulnerable and like thinking vulnerability is weakness when vulnerability is courage and strength. So you're mirroring that to them, which is really quite beautiful. But it's like you look in their eyes, or you just have this sort of presence, and then it just like pours out of them. They just open up their mouth and just whatever you want to know, whatever, you know, needs to come out, just like pours out of them, and that surprises them. We also have the 6 of Swords and Temperance. So with the 6 of Swords and Temperance energy, I think sometimes they want more attention than they receive, okay? With the 6 of Swords and Temperance, I think that you focus very much on creating balance, harmony, peace, healing. You might even create like products or, you know, certain things that help with healing, you know, certain natural products and elements and things. And that takes a lot of your energy and focus. You want to take things, I think, at a slower pace than they do sometimes, and that's something that frustrates them. And sometimes I feel like you're too calm and collected, like you're too perfect. That's something else that's coming through here. Okay. All right. Well, that's what I have for you, Cancer signs. Receive what resonates, release anything that doesn't. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're interested in more content, I do have a Patreon Bloom membership that's linked below. All my Oracle decks are on sale right now. My shop is linked below. Take the best care of yourself. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you soon.